Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. It's time for more. What have we done? We've done all of it. War is hell, complete. Here we need complete. Make it count, complete. We haven't done all of the expert challenges. I guess we should probably, you know what? We never did homework. Do I really want to do homework? Non-champion units cost +2, start with Sketches of Salvation. I think we tried Steward Stack before. I don't know how we would play Steward Stack. Maybe you could do like a reform build and just keep bringing them back over and over again. Because the train stewards are pretty good. And then homework we haven't tried yet, but it is basically a normal run. You just have to do the math yourself. Quark says it's holiday time, no homework. Okay, we'll do Steward Stack then. So how would we deal with Steward Stack? I really do think melting's the way to go, but you would probably want primitive molds. Units are more expensive to play, but if they die and then come back, then, you know, who cares? They're gonna be free and they're gonna be constantly being buffed every turn. So you could probably have a you know, little fade here. And then Umbra, I imagine morsels are, actually, would morsels cost 2 energy to play? That would suck. Disposable says, did you do the one with 10 deadweights? We did 10 deadweight run. Blighted Existence, sorry. Yeah, let's try Steward Stack, melting, and then add in like, I wouldn't mind adding in like a Stygian Guard, try to get to a Frost Tank, but the Stygian units I don't think would meld really well with Steward Stack. I kind of maybe think Umbra, because if we get the morsel, not the morsel, if we get the relic that makes it so that we are always going to have damage shield, we can just go out there and block damage. It is a little bit cheesy constantly using the same champion every time, but you know, what other champions would we prefer here? Wormkin? Vermkin?
No.
I guess in theory we could just roll Rector Flicker and have him auto-reform. Well, he's got dregs though. We can just remove the dregs, I guess. Or we could play him and then just let him burn out and then come back over and over again. You know what, let's try Rector Flicker. I'll flick your wreck. And then alternate will be maybe Awoken, so that we get the, no, like this please. We get the value of root seeds. Let's give this a shot. I never run the Rector Flicker. I always pick, you know, Little Fade if I want them. If I want reforming. So Entombed Explosive costs 3, which is very bad. And all the dregs have to be removed from our deck as well. So Entombed Explosive also has to be removed from our deck as well. Sap Seraph. If we get the relic that makes it so that units played makes other cards free, that would be great. I don't think we want health restores +1, so I'll just take the 40 Pyre health. Tomb units get +30 in burnout. It is good. Could also get Cheater's Hand, which is also good. Give me the tomb units, and maybe we can actually keep these tomb units alive, potentially. I love Reform, Rector. Let's see what happens. Enemy units appear on each floor. That shouldn't matter too much, although the Rector Flicker on the top floor will be a little bit hard-pressed to survive. Unless we get a unit, which we did. So we will put down a unit. Things are gonna die, but they'll come back eventually, maybe. I actually literally can't play anything, so I guess I'll just heal you. This is the problem with the, you know, 3 energy train stewards, I suppose. You're all dead, which is beautiful. You should probably come out and explode. And then we also got a drag back. And then we can play this drag down here. So the idea is that, you know, whenever a unit dies, it'll just come back for free and we can actually start playing it again. We want, I guess, well, I mean, we want you to die, so this is actually totally fine. We want another Dreg. I know you're doing a lot of damage. Not much we can do about that. What I can do, though, is buff you and heal you. I have no targeted damage for the back line, so this guy is gonna live like forever, unfortunately. But hey, there's another entombed explosive. And then what are we gonna get? This is Burnout 1, we should play it. You're also Burnout 1? Alternatively, I could give damage to the Rector. I mean, I would just love to have another bomb come out if we can actually get it. So let's try to get another bomb. We got 2 dregs. Oh, the train steward's got the job done, okay. I mean, easy first combat there. I don't think we want another one. Whiplash for damage is totally okay. I think pulling enemies to the front is great. Glimmer is also really good for like piercing, but Vine Grasp, I don't think you need to upgrade it. You could just play it. Or maybe even reorder your own unit so that something dies that you want to die. And then an Awoken unit or a Remnant unit spells and upgrades. I mean, upgrading the Train Stewards is gonna be nice, but ideally we're gonna still remove them and the Dregs and the Entombed Explosives from the deck. It's just gonna take a while. What do we want from an Awoken unit? I don't know. We want spells? What kind of spells would we want? We don't really have any good spells, so sure, let's go, I really don't know what we want. I guess let's go upgrade the Train Stewards that we have? Multi-strike is not that bad, depending on what we get here included. Draw until you have 10 cards. Blights and Scourges cost 0. When a card with Consume is played, deal 30 damage. I guess we'll start with 10 cards. We need to start with like 7 extra energy though. Shattered Shell, Animus of Speed. Sweep. Quick. I guess we could make like a quick Train Steward, but I mean, a quick sweep Shattered Shell's pretty good if we could make it survive for long enough. It's actually not a bad idea, I think, just to have a sweep unit. Especially considering we can give it multi-strike immediately. I'm kind of going fast here, but I'm also like I have designs for the run, I think. And my designs for the run is just make it until we hit the first major boss and then hopefully have enough card removal to remove the dregs and then hope for better stuff. Hope for relics that carry us, you know? Well, we want this. You do a lot of damage, but I think we'll still be fine. Don't add garbage to my deck. Play a Train Steward. We can't really play much. I'm really hoping that we get like a Shadow Siege. Maybe we should have taken Hellhorned. That way we could meld Hellhorned units inside of the Train Stewards, like a Demon Fiend, an Alpha Fiend, and then if they die, they keep coming back thanks to the Rector Flicker. Maybe that would be a better strategy here. We did get some pretty nice Slay triggers on our boy there. So I think we just want to play you to have you burn out. Oh look, a bomb. Play a bomb, take an 80. Play another bomb, take an 160. Play a drag, 198. You will die. And it wasn't even that hard, but it's gonna get harder as the enemies get stronger because we're not gonna be able to play as many units as we want. Even a draft, I'm like, you could take it and then apply the burnout multi-strike to another unit so it dies. Like you could apply it to Shattered Shell, another stack of multi-strike, it burns out, comes back over and over again. Not the end of the world. Steel Enhancer is at least a buff, and I mean a multi-strike Animus, dying, being reformed, coming back repeatedly, kind of like it. Wickless Tycoon as well. Lots of gold gain potential, but I suppose the Animus is the best pick here, and if we can put that burnout, which we can do, in the Animus, that's pretty good for us. We could also duplicate it, but I think I'd rather just upgrade and hopefully get a good upgrade. We could also put it inside of the Shattered Shell, of course, but let's see what we got here. Sapwood ain't gilded. Sapwood sucks. Multi-strike is very good. Neither of these are gilded as well. I mean, I kind of do like Lady of the House. In fact, I kind of like Lady of the House putting this inside of the sweep unit. That way it starts out doing at least 30 damage, and then we can put the... Well, we could also put the Lady of the House in Animus and have it start doing damage immediately and just give it more multi-strike. Either way, I think we want the Lady. It's just really a question of what do we want to meld. Do you want more multi-strike with the Animus, or do you just want more stats to start with? And I think you just want more stats, because we can give her one more multi-strike as is. And I don't think we need Twin Stone on anything. I think I'll just give the Animus another multi-strike. I mean, we're getting very good upgrades here, which is kind of surprising. Hellhorn, Stygian, Umbra Draft. Probably Hellhorn Draft. I thought we would get a Hellhorn unit. That makes no sense in hindsight. Why would you get a rare Hellhorn unit from that pick? Of course it's gonna be a spell. Although I think you can get a Transcendent, now that I think about it. All right, you are gonna die if you get played. Are we okay with this? Yes, because you scale. So in theory, you are going to be scaling. You push the attacked unit back. I also can't play the Animus, unfortunately. RIP. Well, luckily our champion lived, because if our champion dies, there's literally no way of bringing him back to life. So we gotta be a little bit careful about that. You will get slays here. You will get some kills here. Then I think we just want to play... We should probably play a draft up here so it gets reformed quickly. Although down here it's going to get another kill. So let's play it down here. Bleh. Again, playing a little fast, but I think it's okay. Dreg, Burnout 3. You're going to cost me mana, but we're gonna be reforming units at this point, so it's okay. And then apply +10 and burnout 2 to a unit. I guess we'd prefer to just give you the burnout. So you come back. Valerie Hillary, welcome. I thought Dreg said Greg. Ah, yes, Greg the Draft. I remember when I first played Greg. I thought to myself, what a good unit. 32 times 2 damage. That's pretty good. This does 21 damage to everything, which is also pretty good. Let's start here. I mean, waves remaining 1, so... Play this. We definitely need capacity, though. We gotta be able to play more units. You have Burnout. You come out with Burnout 3, of course you do. Get you there. You haven't even been played. That's my mistake. Taking 239 damage. You will die, I think. But I do think we want capacity so we can keep playing more units. Yeah, we definitely want you. I mean, you only have Burnout 1, but... You know, what are we gonna do? I guess we can play a drag. I have Dregs Greg. With Burnout 4, that's pretty good. Alright. So, I mean, I don't know. First few fights have been extremely easy so far. Our units are impossible to get out there, but we haven't removed any yet. We can consume a bunch of cards and add a draft that's gonna be expensive as heck. We can make cards cheaper, which includes units, but then we won't be able to play them. I think we just want a quick book. And a Harvest Baron is tempting as well, because a Harvest Baron on a Shattered Shell is really good damage output, because every time this thing gets a kill, it's gonna buff itself in another way. We are adding a lot of units though, but I think it's okay. We need as much scaling as possible. Like, this is more scaling, why not? And more capacity means we can play more units, more energy means we can maybe play more units, but I think I'm just gonna go capacity. Money Harvest is funny. I mean, we've done plenty of Money Harvest builds before. And this time, I'm gonna go to the right so we can remove dregs, because they are not good enough. Magic Power and Consume, -1. We will have the Better Reform. And I don't think we're gonna, no, we are gonna meld something. Intrinsic Spell Chain. If we could frost the book, Intrinsic on that would be amazing, but we can't get it. But we do want it to be playable when it shows up. Because I don't really like anything else for Intrinsic Spell Chain. Maybe Wicklash would have been okay. So I think I'm just gonna mold. And you either put the Draft in the Shattered Shell or you put the Baron in the Shattered Shell. I think you want the Baron because the Harvest bonuses are gonna be really nice on a quick sweeper that scales. It's not perfect, but I think that's pretty good for now. And can we do anything else? No. So I'm just gonna remove another dreg. Man, I'm playing really fast. I don't know why I'm playing fast. I just feel like I should be playing fast. Like, oh, this is easy. Although it's not easy. It ain't easy. But I feel like it should be easy. Non-boss enemy units get multi-strike. I'm gonna turn this on, even though I know it's gonna be hard. But my thinking is, we've got a lot of damage with the Train Stewards. This should hopefully be okay. And you basically come out to die. You do need to get stronger, so you might as well come out. We're not gonna have the energy to play another unit, but hey, we got the Animus out! That's fantastic. That's great. Fantastic even. Wonderful. Incredible. You're almost gonna die, but I don't know. If you die, I think that's okay. Like, I think I just want to buff you. This kind of works perfectly. We're not quite there yet, but almost. Now, quick on you would be pretty sick. Let's play this, and then I will play... Why do you have Burnout 2? You died and came back. We'll play 1. Why are you burning out? What did I do that made you burn out? Oh, I gave you the burnout lady. Of course, makes sense. So you'll burn out next turn. You will burn out next turn. And we'll put a draft right behind you. You know what? What's dead? 1 unit? Now 2 units are dead. And you do no damage, so we need to kill you first. Now the Shattered Shell hasn't really done anything yet, but oh baby, they will. Believe you me. They can go out here. We're getting more kills, and anything that dies buffs the shattered shells. Shattered shells. Now you're getting another kill. Kinda don't mind wicklashing you, but maybe we'll just wicklash the draft? 2, 1, 0, 2, 1, 0, dead. Replay up here. I don't know, let's... If I play the draft, it'll die. But that's like totally okay, now that I think about it. It's like exactly what we want, in fact. You know what? There you go. Now it's gonna live! That's probably better? I don't know, it's like working though. So you are not dead, but you will die. So I will play you. Kinda wanna just play a big ol' beefy train steward with a lot of damage shield, honestly. It gets the kill. Less room for units on that middle floor, but I think that's fine. You're taking 148 damage. That'll change. But all of my units have damage shield, which makes it a little hard to work around. But you do 50 damage per turn twice. So you go there, and you go there. You're dead. That happened very fast. That went very well. We still need a better way of putting units out there. Oh man, resin block is so good. We need another way of getting units out there, but we're getting there. Deal 25 damage and apply daze to an already damaged unit. It's a great spell, but very expensive. Consume or form 2 random units. We're getting the units back quick enough, but another reform is always nice. Especially if we go more capacity, we'll want more reformation. And Channel Song is great, because it should make a unit free and good. That's like an intrinsic spell chain situation if I've ever seen one. Hellvent. We should probably duplicate like an Animus. It's a good unit. I'd like to have more of them out. They're big on the multi-strike. Yeah. We don't have enough money to go to the Merchant of Magic, unfortunately, or Merchant of Trinkets. This is what we're looking for. Second unit, 3 energy. We can now actually afford other things on our turn. And you know, maybe instead of the Animus, you just want a Channel Song. But wouldn't you be better off with another Animus with 4 multi-strike that gets +10 every time it comes back, or more when it comes back via the champion? I think you'd still prefer to have another Animus in the deck. Because now it's a lot easier to actually play these units. And, I think I will take the money. We're at 100 pack shards, but the money does mean we can do this. The money does mean that we can more easily remove some of these cards later too. So I got the draw I wanted, which was Shattered Shell, because it's gonna get a lot of buffs. So we can play everything. Play you. Play you. Oh, you're not. I mean, you're taking damage, but you're not taking damage. We definitely want the Animus, who's living and getting a lot of kills. So we got our units out. We want the Animus to die as soon as it can. Unfortunately, we can't play 2 units, but that's okay. You might as well, like, quick on the Shattered Shell is nice, but because of the fact it has a harvest trigger, we don't need it. Because I do want the unit to possibly die. So maybe a, maybe a quick on this Animus just to do 80 damage is okay. And we can buff the damage thanks to Wicklash. I can't kill the gold collector though, unfortunately. But we can do this, and then we can do this. And then honestly, we can do this. I mean, that's killing one unit. So I really thought initially that Quick was gonna be something that I would play to play permanently. It would go out there and always be doing damage. That's not the case. It seems like more so right now, we want Quick to just be applied to do damage before the unit dies, you know, on an appropriate floor where it's meaningful, and then we're going to just reform it later and it's gonna be stronger. So I do want the draft to kill you. I do want a channel song. I mean, I gotta admit, totally fine hitting a train steward. We'll buff you. Now you're not dying, which could be considered a problem. But you are getting the kill, which is totally fine. Doodle-doo-doodle-doo-doodle-doo. Boom. So we want you. Burnout 4. I think we still want you in the back. Yo, the damage we can do is actually, like, pretty sickening. I love it. We just need to be able to play all of our units every turn and get even more units out every other turn. The units are the most important thing. So what's coming back? A tomb unit or a train steward? I kind of want to save a slot here. So why don't we play the draft? Why don't we play the draft up here? Because we're going to get 2 energy back next turn. And this thing will burn out. I don't think I want to play anything else. You dying is totally okay. Honestly, you might as well live. Okay, you sweep. You're not quite dead, but you're super freaking close. No, leave that slot open. Bum, 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 bum. And that's when you want a Sacred Wicks. You bring back whatever's the best unit. Yeah, I'll take the 75 times 2 Train Steward. This is going very well. We still need to remove a lot of units, but the more we remove, the closer we get to, you know, perfection. Perform a unit and apply an additional +10. Burnout 1, summon, extinguish 2 drafts. Or apply stealth 2 to friendly units. I mean, stealth holdover wins the game, but your units don't die as often, but you can like stealth up your champion on his floor and then he's gonna do a lot of damage, so. I think that's good enough because we can probably make it holdover and be happy. Root an enemy and draw 1 next turn. Draw less next turn, +1 energy. I don't think we need energy with the Hell's Banners. We're gonna be hitting this most turns. Maybe not turn 2. Maybe not turn 3, but most turns. And then Ensnare. Play Rooted 1 to an enemy unit, draw 1 next turn. I think that's fine. We might want to go energy after this, that way we can play units on the top floor with the champion and then have 3 energy on the next turn, but we still can't play 2 units on the following turn, so I don't know. What do we take? We can upgrade units. Is there card removal? There's card removal on the left, which makes me want to go left, so I'm gonna go left. Because we need to remove the dregs still. We need to remove the other train stewards as well. I mean, we have cash. We could do it there. Large stone. Large stone animus seems pretty good. Hard to fit, but I think we are going to go capacity after this anyways, so I'll take it. And then battle stone. Strength stone. Probably give the draft like +10. Give it Removing the tomb units might be acceptable, so let's see. Yeah, I don't want to make anything endless. Plus 10 in spikes. Why not? Intrinsic 30 magic power. Intrinsic channel song is very good. Spell chain on that would also be amazing if we can grab it. Plus 30 magic power doesn't seem particularly great, although plus 30 magic power fatal melting is good, but our units are already fantastic. Extinguish, deal 50 damage to the front enemy unit. We could put that on a draft, but I'd rather the draft attack. So let's hold off. And is this a boss fight? This is a major boss fight. What are we taking next? Probably Merchant of Magic, so we can get more card removal. I will purge one card. We'll purge a Train Steward. The more we remove, the better our initial unit selection is. We got, like, the perfect middle floor. That's extremely great. How's the boss? Oh, the boss is taking damage from the Entomb unit that's blowing up. That's so good. Nothing on the bottom floor kind of sucks, but you know what? Let's make this Shattered Shell quick, and now it's gonna freaking slay. Let's give it Wicklash too. Well, then it'll die. Yeah, but who cares? Good point. Channel Song. It's an Entombed Explosive. Okay, well, that's something. With Burnout 1. Maybe we just Wicklash the Animus? Ah, but Wicklashing you keeps you alive, but you're gonna die. I'm gonna have to mold you back. But why would we care? One way or another. Let's make you Burnout. We should have played the, you know, we should have played the Tomb unit up here to stop the Ember Drain now that I think about it, but that's fine. That does nothing. This also does nothing. You know what? Don't play Engulfed in Smoke, play this. So our unit didn't even attack at all, which was very funny and unexpected. Apply daze to your units. Eh, he said unit. You're burning out. Sacred Wicks on Shattered Shell. I think that's appropriate so we can get it more buffed on this turn. Taking 73 and then you're gonna take another 60. So you will all die. Then we can play a Train Steward to get it killed and then buffed repeatedly. And then we still have energy for a... You know what? Let's kill you. That didn't actually kill it. It made you do 1 more damage. Ow. Well, we can buff you, because you're going to be coming back around repeatedly. You're my good Animus. Zero, welcome. How you doing? Welcome. Train Steward. We're not gonna kill the backline unit, so we might as well let him add garbage, I think. We are about to get a, I don't know, try this. Close. We're about to get a couple of big units back. And we got the big units. The biggest of units. And they're freaking free. Alright, that's a pretty good start. Draft, Burnout 1. Get you guys going, kill you. I don't know how well this is gonna work after this fight, but so far it seems pretty good. I hate that this guy has so much stealth. We're not doing any damage to him, but Everything seems to be working. Kind of want to just play a spell on him. We should get you burning out for longer. I don't want to play these train stewards. We have enough units that are dead and coming back. We don't need to add more garbage. I think I'm just gonna hit you. I hope we get these animuses back when he moves to the top floor, because right now the burnout counter is kind of not working in my favor, but you know what? You're gonna have a lot of burnout thanks to the whiplash. You should be fine. And then we want to play... Oh, Burnout 2 is gonna suck, but you still do it. Your damage down here is gonna suck, though. Well. It is what it is, I guess. Let's see how this works. This is gonna be very strange. Because everything here has Burnout 1. You're still taking 400 damage, and then when you move up, you're gonna get hit by the freaking Super Animus, so that's pretty good. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have no tanks? No, I will have one good train steward with Burnout 2. We need a proper mold card, I think. I'm taking 1,200 damage. I think you're gonna die, my friend. Yeah, we do need a proper Burnout reform card, though. But so far, because everything else is going so fine, I am like, well, what do we want? What we want is just more... Yeah, might as well. What we want is just more capacity. We just need to be able to play more units. We have a lot of units. Plague One, welcome. How are you doing? I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking. So, like, Hallowed Halls is perfect. And a holdover on this would just be incredible. We get more capacity. Yeah, Hallowed Halls with holdover would just completely win us the run. So we're definitely gonna go to the right and look for it. We're gonna remove 2 basic train stewards, which we're not playing. Permafrost. Permafrost, I don't know where I want it. Let's think. Are you gonna be taking a break this holiday? I am, in fact. I'm probably gonna not stream this weekend and instead do Christmas stuff. That's the plan anyways. Spell chain, we can spell chain it. So we could spell chain it instead of making it holdover, but let's take a look at this. Permafrost Sacred Wick is pretty good, so we can play it when it's important. Like a spell cheaper. I'd love to make this -2, but even at, 1 cost, it's super good. Channel Song free is pretty good. We're gonna reroll though. We can't make it cost 0 right now. What was in the shop? Is it spell chain? I mean, a spell chained Channel Song is really good. And we don't need spell chain on Hallowed Halls. Once per turn is good enough. But that's 2 units that are gonna be free and really strong at the beginning of combat. How many units do we have in the deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So almost certainly it's gonna hit something. So let's start with the Channel Song. I mean, that's a very good get. Dude, Fatal Melting with Piercing and Magic Power? I guess we are gonna go for 150 Pact Shard. We're basically already there. Making it cheaper is actually pretty good. What's coming up next? Money. So we can't get -2. Remove Consume. You know what? On Sacred Wicks, I will put this on there. Wildwood Tome is also tempting, but Sacred Wicks, we can now play it, and then it's gonna come back around. And then Hallowed Halls can be cheaper. We didn't get Holdover, but that's okay. And then Magic Power, put that on a Vine Grasp. I'm spending my money, but we're spending our money on good things. We've got a very strong deck right now. Enemy units on each floor for 400 gold is a no-brainer. If we had no damage output, the most they could do to the Pyre is 70, but we have a ton of damage output, so they're gonna all be freaking dead. And Channel Song is gonna hit 2 units. So we'll play it. Our hand is full. You know, that's fine. We can just bring it back later to play it, but that was kind of dumb. Oh well, don't worry about it. We even have the quick book, so we can make Shattered Shell kill all these units. Which means that we're gonna probably play you here. And we're gonna play you here, I think. We can't play we don't have the energy for it. You're gonna hit my Pyre because I'm dumb. Yeah, we didn't get the bonus because we got the bonus on summon of these guys. Why did I not think of that? I'm tempted to reset because I would very much like to get Shattered Shell out. Probably don't need it though. Probably don't need it. We are gonna take a hit here though. So we're gonna take 20 damage on the Pyre because I misread the card / situation, but you know what? It's not that bad. We took the challenge for 20 damage and I misplayed a card. But you know what? Channel Song can hit that unit when we draw Channel Song again, so. So I would think this is a good turn to get 3 energy and free units, considering we have nothing. That kills both of you. $66, $76, $86. 1 Root Seeds, I think, kills the Collector in the back, but we gotta play, I think, this bomb, and then this bomb. Maybe this'll do it. Okay, my math might be wrong. You know what? Put down this bomb. That'll get it. I'm sure of it. We'll take another 5 damage on the Pyre. These enemies were not the best at fighting, just due to the nature of how we're constructing the deck, but... Also, there's my Hallowed Halls. Hey, at least Fatal Melting can do some good work here. Can we summon 2 units? No, we can summon 1. I'll summon 1. I will buff you. I will move you to the front. I will play this card, and I will do damage to all of you. We need more of our units to die, strangely enough, but that's kind of what Hallowed Halls is for, isn't it? I mean, I suppose we should just do it like this. Sweet. You know what? You should heal up. No more cards to draw. They're gonna die to burnout exactly when we need them to. Now, honestly, maybe just don't play Shattered Shell, because oh, because there was no room in hand, we didn't get the copy at all. I thought it went into the discard pile, but it just didn't do anything. We have no extra channel song. That's interesting. Not what I anticipated. Okay, well, you know, suppose we will still play you. Then we can't play anything else. We want, you know what? I don't think we play Shattered Shell in this one. I don't think we do. I think we kind of screwed up a little bit. We don't really need to play Engulfed in Smoke either. So we can play this. This. Draw more. Hit you, ensnare you. Brief respite. You're dying. Burnout 2 means you'll live for 1 turn. So I think we want to play you here. This we keep. Absolutely we keep that, but we can play you there. You have Burnout 4, you're worth playing. Draw more, buff you, get rid of this. You know what, heal you. You are a big ol' trample unit. However, I don't have any train stewards to play, but we do have Engulfed in Smoke. 3 turns of Burnout and a good Animus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in hand. We can play this. Play this. We can play with Burnout 5. I guess you'll be in the back. You're doing 800 damage. We can play 1 Tomb unit. We'll play the one that has the most health. You'll block for the next turn, and then we'll just give everyone smoke. Oh, and you're dead anyway, so what does it matter? This is a great run. And I will get the 10 more pack shards before we end, just so we can have a chance at getting the book. I don't know if the book is gonna be very good for us, but it could be funny. Debuff and buff. It is Sap Seraph, but if our units die, who cares? They'll come back. We don't need Memories of the Melted at all. We don't need Endless. We don't need any of this. 1 Ensnare, I think, is good enough. And I do want to hit up the Unstable Vortex for even more removal, but maybe we want to duplicate. What would we duplicate? I mean, we've got a very big and good Lady of the House. We could duplicate Channel. We could duplicate Channel Song and get 4 good free units at the beginning of combat. It doesn't sound like a bad idea, does it? But then we couldn't upgrade anything to have holdover or whatever. But dude, to get all of your units out immediately, it's real nice. And then what would we remove? We'd probably just remove like 1 Train Steward. I like Damage Shield. I like having that around. Bubonic Lettuce says, I'm at the final boss in Ultra Kill. My God, it's so stressful. Well, good luck. Yeah, I think we just wanna... I think we wanna go left. I think I wanna try to fish for holdover on the Hallowed Halls. And we probably don't need to double up on Channel Song. Remove a couple of cards. That's probably for the best. As funny as it would be to dupe Channel Song and get 4 free units. Because we start with 6 energy, that means we can play everything, except for whatever's in our starting hand. So 1 of either Shattered Shell or the 2 Animuses will probably be unplayable, but like, it's still funny. The thing is, Holdover Hallowed Hall is so good because of the fact that it respawns your units and it also triggers the resin block, which is more damage every turn. It also does allow you to constantly keep your Rector Flicker out, or not even care about the Rector Flicker being out at all. I'm gonna go to the left. I'm gonna try to look for that holdover. I think it's important. I'll remove a Train Steward. And I'll remove a restoration detonation. I don't really care about the health. Remove consume. Not what we're looking for. I'll consume this. You know, let's check the trinkets. I mean, this is all good. This is what I was talking about, gain 7 energy, but making a card free is also incredible. We'll take this. Consume this. Make Wicklash free. I guess technically now free is better than cheap. We got holdover. Yes. All right. Is it GG level? It might be GG level at this point. 95 gold. We can't remove any cards. Wait a minute, we can remove one. Please remove a root seeds. This deck is really good. And maybe playing fast is exactly what I need. And you know what? If we kill our units, hey, we don't have to worry about all of the sap that they have now. So you have Burnout 1, which means you take the Ember Drain. Then we want to... What's in the deck? A Draft and a Train Steward. I'm okay waiting for Shattered Shell, because I just don't think it's gonna matter. I think it could have mattered depending on how the run went. I don't think it's gonna matter anymore. So let's not even play this. Let's just play the channel song to get a couple of other units out. And we have room to actually play them now. And we know what it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit nice units. Not quite enough to get a kill. Oh man, it's so close. But you'll still die. And then we can just buff whatever the hell we want. Like, the good Animus would be a very good start for that, because, you know, they're gonna come back. They're gonna come back every turn, every time that they die. Restoration Detonation, dude, just freaking play it. Get it out of the deck. Get this out of the deck. I don't need quick. You're playable! I forgot about that. I completely forgot about the relic that we just bought that makes everything free. So Sacred Wicks is definitely playable. Keep you around. Got a Draft and a Bomb. It's got a bomb! You are killing, like, all of my units, which is very rude. Why are you dying? You're hitting the spikes. I still think we want to buff you. And there's our hallowed halls. I was waiting for you. So we definitely want to bring back the bombs. Play the bombs. And then blow up the bombs. Play this. Wipe you. I guess we can play this because it's free. I guess we can play that on you. And then Hallowed Halls. Beautiful. And now the capacity play is making me look to be a genius. Now that we have so many stats we can buff here. We can just massively overfill one floor and have a massive, massive amount of units out. Doesn't matter. What's the biggest unit I like you burning out so you can respawn down here, so I'm just gonna burn you out. Don't play too many things, because we have to have the energy for this. The Animus is in the front, but it shouldn't matter. The Shattered Shell, like, isn't even really going to attack. Everything is gonna die before it does anything, so I'm just gonna play the Fatal Melting. We'll do more damage to the boss. Yeah, we went from 200 to 700 damage. And then, I don't know. Stealth? Yoink. 1 unit available, Animus of Will. We would prefer the Animus to be summoned. If it doesn't get summoned, maybe we would Wicklish? It's not even Wickless. Sacred Wicks it, but I think we're fine. We'll just buff, and buff, and buff, and buff. And I don't think final boss is going to be too much of an issue with this build as well, aka the Divinity. But you never know with him. You never know. You can get some unfortunately bad synergies with him that just get you killed. Wickless, you're gonna be on this floor for quite some time. You have more stats. We should probably buff you than anyone else. Oh, 100 damage on that's pretty good. And then we'll play Hallowed Halls. It'll bring back literally everything, including what's in the dead pile already, I think. Yep. All the good stuff is at the front, but that's okay. We're going to reform it anyways. Boss has already taken half of its health and damage. It's gonna die. Do you believe it? Do you believe it? Just killing that one unit did like an extra 1,000 damage. You're dead. Just a classic Hallowed Halls build. You love to see it. I thought I saw a face in the like metal of the train there for a second. Blank pages. Add a champion to your hand. We got the book. Now this is a weird one because I don't even know what we're gonna do with the champions. I guess we'll play them if they're good. I'd love to get the multi-strike Hornbreaker now. Brrr. I don't even know where you play the Rector. Do you play him at the top? I kind of don't want him to die, but like, if we lose his Reformation, what does it matter? We can just, I mean, we can heal him first of all, but then we can also just bring him back thanks to the holdover, which we'll get in like 2 turns. I don't know, I think you just play him up here. And we'll definitely kill you. And we will definitely Channel Song. And Channel Song. And tanking here doesn't do anything, so we might as well play down here. And you have burnout, and you have burnout. Well, the Sweeper does need more damage, for sure, but so does the Animus. Let's buff the Sweeper first. With the burnout, we'll buff the Animus with the other card, because we are gonna need both. We're gonna need the Sweeper to deal with the waves, and we're gonna need the Animus to deal with the big boys. The big boys! We'll probably just play this. We don't have the energy, but we will if we play Sacred Wicks. We also don't have a champion. Because our hand is full. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So we'll get it next turn. Hand full, we only got 1 unit. I am dumb and bad. Really would have liked to have picked up. It said there was another unit. Is it in the draw pile now? Yeah, it is. A second bomb would have been real nice. Just saying. So, I mean, that couldn't have really gone any worse, but we'll still hopefully be okay. That was pretty bad, though. So instead we'll play... You know, we can still probably get the energy gain by playing other... Well, no, we can't, because it had to hit one of these two. I don't know. There's probably a better solution in there somewhere. Just accept that life's gonna suck for a split second. Please give me a champion. Hey! Quick Endless Little Fade. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. You need to come out. You need to die. We have Hallowed Halls. So just don't kill Little Fade. And you'll be fine. In fact, you probably want to play Sacred Wicks just to get them out and dying even faster. You're gonna die, but like, who cares? Now that we have Hallowed Halls, it doesn't matter what our freaking champion does. They're gonna get a lot of armor. However, they're still taking 109 damage each on the back. Now look, did a lot of things die? Oh, absolutely. That's why we're gonna bring back the Animuses immediately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 capacity. We can play the draft and then Hallowed Halls. We can play Little Fade and then Hallowed Halls. There you go. Okay, you're living. That's okay, we'll deal with you. I hate to see you living, but the Little Fade might be able to kill you now. Our Rector is probably gonna die. Little Fade does 145. Yeah, we'll play Little Fade up here to get the kill. I like Little Fade enabling me to do that. Why do I have no other champions? Oh, because Little Fade prevents the book from being used. It's still not bad, but I need her to live for a turn and then I can get another champion. Because she gets drawn, then blank pages happens, but because I have a unit, it's like, nope, you're not gonna get another freebie, are you kidding me? Well, that's just rude. Fatal Melting here, absolutely. I think we will draft and Hallowed Halls, because we gotta kill you. I still love my Little Fade. I just wish that maybe she behaved a little bit differently. Or rather, blank pages. Oh hey, it's Little Fade. So we need to play you in a position where you can live, but unfortunately, well, you know what? With Engulfed in Smoke, we can make it happen. Absolutely. So this floor is fine. Let's actually Hallowed Halls down here. So it's gonna be you. You're gonna cost me an energy, but I don't care. I just need you to survive so I can have more units show up. Oh, there's my Rector, by the way. My Rector. Oh, and we have no energy. Well, that sucks. We do have Penumbra, though. A trash Penumbra. Kinda don't want to play trash Penumbra. We're actually doing fine. Everything is still dying. Don't play trash Penumbra. That's a very bad get for a champion. Because I'm looking for stats. I want stats. Primordium's a pretty interesting one. Buffet 12. If I could keep you alive, I'd love for Little Fade to just eat up on this floor, but I don't think that's how it's gonna work. We need to get more units. Little Fade is going to die, and we'll get a champion next turn. Although every turn this guy dies, he comes back stronger anyway, so he's worth playing, weirdly enough. So you've got to go. You're not quite going. I think we want to ice this floor. That piercing fatal melting is absurd. You're gonna eventually die and then make a better entombed explosive, so I'm okay with that. You're not quite dead. I hate to say it, Little Fade can kill you if we need it. Or I could just ensnare you for a turn. There's Penumbra. Dude, Penumbra Primordium is where it's at. Gorge plus 15 plus 6, and then this guy is gonna make you even stronger. I think maybe we do play you. We kind of do need to, waves remaining 1, we kind of need to get back to holdover immediately now that I think about it. Getting very close to just freaking dying. Why don't we try this? This, stealth, root seeds, wicklash. See what happens. If we get hallowed halls, we'll be fine. Okay, you are dying. Dude, Penumbra's living somehow. I guess every turn we get plus 18, plus 9. It's not as much stats as I thought it was, actually. Echo right. Not what we're looking for. Although, I like that. Hallowed halls will be fine. Good enough. You know what? You're not even gonna survive, but what else are we gonna do? I didn't think we would have such an anti-synergy with the Little Fade, but we did. Little Fade just prevented me from drawing more champions. I don't know, maybe I focus way too hard on the book because it does tend to interrupt your draw / capacity. If you get too many champions in your discard pile, you can't draw anything else, and if you can't play your champions, then why do you have the book to begin with? But it's still a lot of fun. Strong run, good run, a bit of a fast one, but I played fast, kind of knowing where I wanted the deck to go, and we got there very quickly. High damage animuses that died and came back, Sacred Wicks coming back to make it happen, the Rector Flicker, the Hallowed Halls, very lucky we picked up that card. Makes the game easy when you have a Hallowed Halls. You don't have to think about it. Good run, and there is Steward Stack completed. This is what, is it supposed to be hard or something? I forget how I failed the challenge previously, but probably due to stupid mistakes. Good run for those of you on YouTube. Thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel, any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.